Well, the governors of Nigeria's largest opposition party, the PDP, have denied claims that some of their members are set to defect to the ruling All Progressives Congress. The comments were made after a People's Democratic Party Governors Forum meeting in Abuja, where they discussed national issues and adopted the reconciliation moves of the party. Arise political editor SUMNER SAMBO reports.
Governors of Nigeria's largest opposition party, the PDP, are attending this face-to-face meeting after the long period occasioned by the COVID-19 pandemic to take a critical look at national issues and discuss the ongoing reconciliation moves by the party to reunite aggrieved members. The Uche Secondos-led National Working Committee and Bukola Saraki-led National Reconciliation Committee were all on hand to brief the governors on preparation for 2023 general election.
Some of the decisions we took is to see that part of reconciliation, we're going to work very closely with our governors. They also expressed their commitment to and their support to this committee, that they will do all they can to make sure it's very successful. They will work closely together, and from time to time, we will meet regularly to brief them so that where we need them to intervene, they will intervene.
Other issues discussed for over 5 hours include alleged plans by some PDP governors to defect to the ruling APC, insecurity across Nigeria, among others. After hours of deliberation, the PDP Governors Forum briefed journalists on their deliberations.
As you can see, most, if not all, of the governors of the PDP attended this meeting. It's a very clear statement that no governor of PDP is contemplating leaving the party for any other party. We have rather recommitted ourselves to our great party and to ensure that we continue to deliver on our mandates to the people of our respective states.
Chairman PDP Governors Forum, Governor Aminu Tambuwal, also speaks about the one-day strike by Labour, demanding that the national minimum wage be left on the exclusive list rather than be taken to the concurrent list.
There wasn't any governor who came out to say that he's advocating for removal, or as it were, transferring of that article from exclusive legislative list to concurrent. And the member who actually presented that bill did that on his own volition as a member of the House of Representatives. I am sure would not with sanctioning of any governor, not even that of the state. So I believe that that accusation of NLC is misplaced.
The People's Democratic Party has been bedeviled by crisis in many states, especially in the southwest geopolitical zone, where Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde and former Ekiti State Governor Ayo Fayose are at loggerheads over the leadership of the zone. The party says its reconciliation moves are already yielding fruits. SUMNER SAMBO, Arise News.
Nigeria's Minister of Transportation is described as petty, the vile rhetoric directed against him and the federal government by Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike over new narrow-gauge rail projects. Speaking during the morning show on Arise News, Rotimi Amechi carpeted Governor Wike as someone who does not deserve the dignity of a reply because Nigerians know that the rail infrastructure projects of the Buhari administration are on course.
I don't think I want to address the issue of the governor. I've made my point, I've moved on. I don't have to. You see, he was my staff. Don't forget that. I can't bring myself low to be. I was once a governor. I was once a speaker. I'm a minister. I've been two-time chairman of Governors Forum. The same with speaker. Why should I be discussing things that human people? Please.
Well, we're joined now by our political editor, SUMNER SAMBO. SUMNER, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Should we start this discussion from that carpeting by
that was hot this morning?
Was that a bit below the belt, or
well, I think it's
all is fair in love and war?
Yeah, I mean, all is fair in love and war, like you said, and it's very good that he didn't actually go into all the details and all of that.
So maybe we shouldn't.
Yeah, because I mean, these are very petty issues, and if Governor Wike was talking about this narrow gauge system and all of that, he has access to the presidency. There's no reason why he shouldn't, as a state governor, take his complaints. It looks like that dig was actually directed at Rotimi Amechi, and we just hope that all of this will not tamper with infrastructure projects, because the idea here is that we're looking for development, and however it comes, we know that Rivers State is one of the revenue generating states for the federation, but the governor's comments were right, but it was directed at a very wrong person, because he's just serving President Muhammadu Buhari as a minister. Most of the decisions are taken by the Federal Executive Council. And so it shouldn't be directed at Rotimi Amechi, but also it's good that Rotimi Amechi didn't attack him directly too.
Okay, so let's talk about the PDP governors. They came together, a sign of solidarity that we're together, we're not interested in joining the APC, but where's the rumor coming from then?
Well, the fact that they mentioned this openly doesn't mean that some PDP governors are not being courted by the APC, because this is the same tactic that the PDP used against opposition parties while it was the ruling party. So it's normal for the governors to come out and say, yes, a lot of their members have all decided and agreed that 15 of them will remain in the PDP. Okay. That answer is okay right now, but whether that will remain the reality a few months close to the 2023 general election will be another thing.
But is it safe to say that the Saraki-led Reconciliation Committee work is actually
yes, because I mean, you've seen the APC actually attracting people like the governor of Zamfara State. Remember last year when he had these issues of mining and all of that, the PDP governors from the southern part of the country breathed hotly on him, and he almost thought of running to the APC. He was courted by them, but there are lots of governors like that too. Don't forget, that was how the PDP also harvested people like Governor Samuel Otom of Benue State. So that's how our democracy works for now, until we're able to perfect the system where it's difficult for people to actually run with the mandate of the people from one political party to another. But for now, we'll keep hearing of these moves and counter moves by the two major
political parties are led by ideology and principle.
Well, we pray for that day and hope for that day when people wouldn't be driven by, egocentric moves and all of that into other parties.
Okay, so the reps are broke. Who isn't broke really right now? The workers are broke. The NLC is saying we need minimum wage based on the forex and all of that, and that seems to be the reason, one of the reasons being put forward by Benjamin Kalu there.
Yes,
with 134 billion naira to the reps. Why do they need more money, and have they done well with what they've been given?
Well, the thing is that there's a very big challenge here, because we have the Senate spokesman, Senator Basiru Sirajuddin, saying that the National Assembly is not broke. And here we have the spokesman of the House saying we are actually broke. But to be very fair to this government, the National Assembly's budget was 125 billion. President Buhari moved it to 128 billion, adding 3 billion. They added 6 billion on top, and President Buhari still signed it. What he is trying to say is that the exchange rate has eaten into the monies for the National Assembly. Why the Minister of Finance is not releasing funds to the National Assembly is what we should be asking for. This is the reality check for the National Assembly, and it's time for them to actually know that Nigerians are also feeling the pinch. So if they are feeling the pinch too, I mean, it's time for us to rework this funding mechanism for the National Assembly.
Investing in...
Especially when they say it's affecting performance.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, we'll have to leave it there.
Subject to debate.
Yes.
Thank you very much, our political editor, SUMNER SAMBO. Thank you.